Hello and welcome, my name is Charlotte and I am the High Heel Stitcher here on Flosstube and over on Instagram. I hope you are well. This is a normal Flosstube. This is Flosstube number 59. It is currently the 19th of October 2024 at about 10 o'clock in the morning. This is the second time I've tried to film this video. The first time Sarabi decided that she was going to cause absolute chaos, start chewing everything and then jump on her sister, which then caused snarls and growls. So I'm hoping she seems to have settled down a little bit now. This will be a better attempt. So it's been about a month since my last video. We're going to do my new starts, finishes, what projects I have been working on, and plans, haul, the usual. So let's get on with my starts and finishes. So I've had 2 new starts since my last video. One is actually start and finish. Both of them are from the 33 while 33 challenge that I am participating, that I am doing, which is 33 new starts while I am 33. The first one started on my birthday when I turned 33, and the 33rd one will be September next year. So, she's tossing a bit. Let's start off with my start and finish, which is Welcome Campers by the Witchy Stitcher. This is a freebie. This is still available on her website. I stitched it on a 18 count yellow Ada that I hand dyed myself. It's probably about true to colour. Come in as a bit faded. So yeah, I dyed this myself. I did have to swap out a couple of the colours that I didn't have in stash. The dark red and the middle green here are not the called for colours, but I just picked some DMC that was the closest in my stash. So I really like how that came out. I started this on the 27th of September, finished it on the 7th of October. It was supposed to be a birthday present for Daryl, but it was a week late, because I completely underestimated my stitchy availability on my birthday weekend due to having the new puppy. So this got 3,640 stitches. This is in a Friday the 13th Jason Voorhees project bag that I got from eBay from Lollipop Stitches D-Stash. So yes. My next new start was my second new start in my 33 while 33 challenge. Is actually a restart, and it is Christmas Donkey, aka Dominick, by the Cross Stitch Studio. So I originally started this back, I believe, in 2020. I did 3 pages and decided I did not like the fabric and I could not stitch on it. I was doing 1/1 full cross and all my stitches were slipping. It didn't look right. I just didn't like it. So I did decide that I was going to scrap that and restart it. I just couldn't get the courage to restart, so I did put it on my spinner, and it was actually the first project to be spun in this challenge. So I have got some easy count 28 count even weave, and I am doing this 2/1 tint. So I have decided to swap how I am stitching this. This got 2,361 tent stitches. I am trying not to park, but there is just a couple of parked stitches there. These ones are just waste threads. So I am enjoying stitching it tent. It does seem to go a bit quicker than normal full cross. I don't know if it's like twice as fast, but it is definitely faster. So yes, I am really looking forward to getting some more progress on this. He will come out over the next year when I get projects in my 33x33 challenge that I finish before the next designated start date. Then Dominick will come out and get more progress on him. So I don't know how much, because it depends on what projects have been spun, but he will get some progress. Don't attack my face. No. There we go. Look, say hello one. Say hello. Over there. Into the camera. Sarabi? Say hello. Why would I look over there? You're not there. She has grown so much over the last few weeks. So. And she seems to have calmed down since this morning, so that's good. Yes. Yes. So those were my 2 new starts. I have worked on 2 other projects. The first is Tribal Turtle by KLT Charting. I managed to get 972 stitches on this since my last video, and this is the progress on that. So I've done quite a bit of the shell. I've only got that little segment left to do and a little bit left on that, and I've started stitching the rest of the outline of him. So that's one of the flippers. The chart, fabric and threads are all by Kim at KLT Charting. This is an 18 count sparkly dragon's egg. The orange is called Mandarin Magic and the green is Riverbank. And this needle minder is a Cotton and Clay UK needle minder. So those are the 2 threads. So Mandarin Magic is part of the standard line, but Riverbank was a limited edition. Dragon's Egg fabric is again part of the standard line, and it's one of my favourite fabrics. So I was hoping to get this done in September, but September was just an awful month for stitching. Didn't get much done, so this was not done in September, but I am hoping to get it done in October. It's got less than 1,000 stitches left to go, so I'm hoping that I can get this done. I am planning to take this into work with me for my lunch breaks and just get like 100 stitches a day on it, and hopefully it will then be done by the end of the month. Because I am trying to get a lunch break in. So my other project that I worked on was Kaleidoscope Unicorn, again by KLT Charting. This is stitched on an 18 count Ada. I originally did get the kit, but the kit came with 14 count Ada, so I've just swapped out the fabric. that is the progress that we have got so far. So I basically did these blocks up here, and this got 800 stitches. So those are my projects that I've been working on in the last month. I am having a new start today for my third new start in my challenge, and it is Mini Once Upon a Time, artwork by Anne Stokes, and it's charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. This, I believe, is still available, but I know that Anne Stokes charts do get retired quite regularly. So this will be started today. I am doing it on an 18 count easy count Ada. I'm not entirely sure how much stitching I will get done, but I'm hoping to get a couple of thousand stitches done before my next new start. I did spin this morning for my next new start in my 33 while 33 challenge. And the project that got spun was this 3 of a kind. It is a kit by Bothy Threads. I am going to swap out the fabric because this is 14 count Ada, which I do not like to stitch on. I don't know if I'm going to stitch it on a hand-dyed or if I swap out for another splash fabric. I know that you can get this fabric in a 32 count even weave, or there is similar but with either like pink or yellow splashes, so I'm potentially going to swap it for one of those, but we shall see. While on the video this morning doing the spin for this, I put my phone down and Sarabi trod on it and set the spinner off again, so she has also spun for my project after that one as well, and it was this one, another Bothy Kits thread, Bothy Threads kit, Revere, and this one again I will swap out the fabric. This is a 16 count white Ada that comes in the kit, but I am swapping this out for a 18 count vintage marble, because I want all my shoes to be stitched on the same count fabric. So, and I finished my peacock fabric on that, shoe on that. So they are all going to be stitched on 18 count vintage marble. So, yeah, that one will be started on the 10th of November, and 3 of a kind will be stitched, started on the 30th of October. I'm hoping to really bust this one out and get it done before Christmas, because I would love to give that to my mum for Christmas. So those are the new starts that I will be having in the next couple of weeks. Let me do the giveaway before I get into Flosstubers and haul. So I did the random comment picker just before this video for my 400 subscriber giveaway. Thank you each and every one of you for all your comments and entries, and up here the winner is the lovely Hazel Hancock. She is a fellow hunter, so I'm quite so congratulations Hazel on that. I'm sure I will have your details somewhere. So I am also very close. I think I'm about 30 subscribers away from my 500 mark, which I am so grateful to each and every one of you. And when I get to 500, there will be a bigger giveaway. I am grabbing a few things whenever I pop out to like events and stitchy. So I've got a little bundle so far for the giveaway on that. So yes, thank you each and every one of you who have subscribed and checked in on my channel. I do hope you like what you see. I know that this is a mess, but thank you for just sticking around. So next, let's go on to who I have been watching. So the usual ones that I watch. I am still about 6 weeks behind on my Flosstubes, but I am slowly catching up just in time to get full behind in December and January again. So the usual who I always watch, Stitchy Sally, Ellie Welly Stitcher, Mad Morty, Mama Loves You GB, Just So Sherry, the usual, like everyone's heard of these, but there's 3 new to me channels. The first is the lovely Ellie, Stitchin' Bee. She's got about 8 videos out. I just love her content. She's just so calming. She just relaxes you the way she talks, and check her out. I love her videos. Then the lovely Vicky at Cat Mum Crafts Everything gave me a lovely shout out. She doesn't just do Flosstubes, but she does loads of different other crafts, which is quite nice to see. And then the other Flosstuber that is new to me, and I think quite new to Flosstube, is the lovely Jess, Cross Stitch Jess. Really good videos, and she makes project bags, and I was very lucky enough to win one of her project bags, which I showed you in a previous video when it arrived. And I think I do have it down here. Do I? No. Yes. So this is the one that I won. I love how it's like a diagonal zip. It fits quite a lot of stuff in there. So yeah, I love her project bags, and she's got some really good videos out. So check those lovely ladies out. So those are the Flosstubers that are new to me and who I've been watching. Yeah, I think that's pretty much that. The plans stitch on my Once Upon a Time. I don't know when I will be back next, so I may have started both those other 2 projects as well. I'm hoping not, but work's getting busy again, so I don't know when I will be able to fit in these videos. I would also like to do a shout out to the lovely Kim at KLT Charting. Each year she does advent calendars, and I always get one. This year I have actually went a bit crazy and got 2, but they're only available until the end of October. So if you want a cross stitch advent calendar, I would really highly recommend checking hers out. She does have 4 different options. So she has an assortment, cross stitch assortment, which includes fabric, threads, accessories, PDF charts assortment. Then there's one that's just fabric and threads, mixture of her hand-dyed fabrics and her hand-dyed threads. Then there's one that's just her hand-dyed threads only, and then the 4th one is just PDF charts only. So I have gone for the assortment in even weave and for the fabric and threads in Ada. So I'm really looking forward to getting them, opening one each day, and she does them in 2 options. The chocolate option, where you get a little, each day you get an item and a chocolate, or she does non-chocolate for those who are like vegan or divas like me that can't eat dairy. Check out her advent calendars. They are they are worth the money. She puts so much effort into them. They are really, really worth it. I would really recommend checking them out, but you only have just over a week left to get them if you do want an advent calendar for this year. Right, next, haul. I only have 2 pieces of haul. The first is this massive piece of just 18 count easy count fabric. It is absolutely massive. Because my eyes have deteriorated a little bit over the last few months, hence why I now need glasses. When Dominick got spun to say, yep, new start, I was like, okay, my favourite count of fabric is 18 count Ada. Do I get 18 count Ada? Yeah, so let's do Dominick on 18 count Ada. No. I was like, yeah, I can do that. Yeah, I can do that. No, this is massive. This is half of it. Okay, it's folded over again. I cannot get the whole thing in frame. But it's huge. Absolutely huge. I was like, yeah, no, if I do Dominick on this, because he takes up this whole thing with just a 3-inch border. If I do Dominick on there, I will never get him finished. He will just be too big and I will lose motivation very quickly because he will be so big. So I was like, okay, fine. I will restart him on the 28 count even weave. I don't have a problem seeing that fabric as long as I'm wearing my glasses. So can you not lay on that, please? There we go. So yeah, I was like, oh, okay, but I can use this for something else. I'm sure I will find a project or multiple projects for that fabric. The only other thing that I brought... What's wrong, baby girl? If it hadn't, take your foot out your ear. Yes. Good girl. Was this Haunting box by Kate Blanford. I've seen her stuff on Etsy and people sharing it on Instagram on their Flosstubes, and I really wanted it to give it a go, but just didn't take the plunge. And then she announced doing these, and she did it in 2 different colorways, the green and I think just a blue normal one. And I saw the green, I was like, yes, I need that. I need that. So I'm going to go through. I have already opened this, but I wanted to show you what was in this box in case you were interested in one of her future boxes. So this was £40. I think it was worth it. I do. I think you're getting a lot for your money, but that's obviously just my personal opinion. So it came all lovely and wrapped. So first thing is this Witch's Brew thread gloss. It is vegan. You're not going to focus, are you? No. And it smells absolutely divine. It's by Soluxco. Yeah, it smells amazing. I am not going to be using this. I don't use thread conditioner, but I am going to give it to my lovely friend Nat, who will use thread conditioner. So it is hazelnut, chocolate, caramel notes, and caramel. So yeah, it smells amazing. So Next we have this floss organizer, beautiful green resin acrylic, I think. Absolutely love that in the shape of a moon. Next we have this Cotton Garden Threads hummingbird thread, beautiful green one. This is my first Cotton Garden thread. Did almost buy some at the Big Stitch, but I didn't take the plunge, so I am looking forward to finding something that I can stitch that with. Next in here dropped them. Little ring, love these, I have loads. Then we have these acrylic floss drops. So you get 10, 2 of each colour, and these ones glow in the dark, so love them. So let's take the band off. So we got that one that matches the thread organizer, just plain grey, another grey, beautiful green, oh, and then the glow in the dark. So I am looking forward to using them. I may actually even use them for my bothy kit, because I don't like the thread organisers that Bothy provide. They're very good, but I just don't like using them. And you have this adorable ghost needle minder, and then some needle threaders. Now, these you get 3, and each one has a little charm attached. So you've got this one, which is a coffin, then you have tombstone, and the little ghost. Just look at them. So I do love a needle threader. Put them away, because I will lose them. Next, in this bag, you get a hoop butt, and it's something that you put. I'd never heard of a hoop butt before, but you finish your project and you put that in the back. So you finish your project in the hoop, then you just shove that in the back and it keeps it secure, and it looks cool. And this one's got a bat. This is by Stitch is Gonna Stitch. I believe this is Kate's invention. Yeah. Oh my gosh, look at that hoop butt with instructions on how to use it. So I am excited to find something that I finished already to use with that. So there, and then the last thing to keep all of these nicely organised and together, just a little black pouch with whip, tombstone and a bone. Just so cute. So I absolutely love this. This whole box is amazing. I would definitely buy from her again and recommend to anyone and everyone. So now that I have shown this, now you can have the thread gloss. So yes, excited to now use that. So that's all I have really purchased. I do have something coming in the post from Kim at KLT Charting that I purchased back in August. I don't have a clue what it is. I'm assuming it's some fabric, but I forgot. I got the dispatch email the other day and I was like, what have I ordered? I know I ordered something because I went through my bank and I went, oh, there's the payment. And I could just go into my account and check what I've ordered, but then what's the fun in that? We like the surprise, so I'm hoping that will turn up either today or Monday. So I think that is it. Oh, I want to just show you. So I showed my planner in my haul the other month, which is this 3-year monthly planner. And so far in October, I've not had that many non-stitchy days. 5 because I didn't stitch yesterday. But September was atrocious. I mean, look at all those red dashes because I just did not stitch at all. I do apologise with that. It was the postman and my parcel arrived. So, perfect timing. Let's finish showing off my journal and then we'll open my post. So, yeah, September was just absolutely atrocious for stitching. It was my worst month ever since I've started recording. I only managed 3,345 stitches, 17 days stitching and 1 new start, which was my welcome campers. So yeah, it was a bad month. Mentally I was bad, and we'd brought Sarabi, so puppy, and yeah, it was a weird month. So I am already past that mark in October. I think I'm on about 5,000 stitches, so getting my groove back, getting my stitchy mojo back. And yeah, so far I've not stitched for 5 days. So I only have 2 goals for the month, which was finish welcome campers and then finish tribal turtle. I'm hoping that I can get, so I've already finished welcome campers, but I'm hoping to finish my tribal turtle. I've got less than 1,000 stitches left, so it should be doable. Should. I could get that smashed out today if I really wanted to, but I'm in my challenge, so I won't. So, let's open my parcel. It's definitely fabric. It's definitely fabric. So, ooh. So yeah, it is July's limited edition in the colourway Pigeon, because it's the year of the birds, and it's greys and greens, which I absolutely love. I got 18 count Ada, and a 32 count even weave. So Sarabi just barked at the postman and decided, yeah, that was too much effort, I'm gone to bed. So she's now asleep. Which I'm not complaining about. So, oh, just look at how gorgeous that fabric is. The greys and the greens. Oh, and a little bit of purple. Oh, that's like proper. I think that's pretty much true to colour. So this is the 18 count Ada. And the 32 count even weave. Oh, just stunning. I know pictures and videos just do not do fabric justice. Oh, I think I brought this specifically for a Bella Filipina that I had in mind. I can't remember which one now. I'm sure I brought the 32 count even weave for a Bella Filipina. So now I need to go through my Bellas and decide which one I actually brought it for. Speaking of Bella Filipina, he has a new stitch along coming out at the end of October, and I want it so much, but I am holding out buying the PDF. One, because it's quite expensive, and it is quite a mystery sale. It is a very big project, so I'm pretty sure it will be worth it, but I just want to see maybe the first release, maybe the first 2 releases before I commit, because if I spend, I think it's like £30, like $45, £35 on this chart, and I don't love it, I'm not going to be happy that I spent that much on just a chart. The bead pack, I think, works out about £45, the beads and the specialty threads. So it is going to be quite an expensive project to kit it up if I don't like it. So I'm waiting for the first 2 releases before I commit to purchase it. Because the last sale I did love, but I didn't want to stitch it. And I'm glad I didn't buy it. So I'm holding out for the first 2 releases to see if it's something that I do want to stitch. So there's that. Plans and life update. Plans, 2 new starts. We are away again next weekend, so there probably won't be any stitching next weekend. But that's fine. I get a full weekend to stitch on Once Upon a Time. So I should get hopefully 1,000 stitches done this weekend on that. Life update. What has happened in the last month? Mentally, I have not been very well. I was struggling a lot with Lexi, and it's still hard, but we're getting through it. I do feel like I am in a better place. It's just getting there slowly. Last weekend Dara and I went up to Cardiff. I drove up to Cardiff on the Saturday, came back the Monday, and we were up there for the wrestling. WWE was doing a few house shows in the UK, and the first one was in Cardiff, so we went about 12 years ago. We absolutely loved it. Haven't been back since, but then when we were watching a pay-per-view a couple of months ago, they announced that they were doing these house shows in the UK. Cardiff was one of them. I was like, should we go? We went 12 years ago. We really loved it. And he was like, yeah, let's make a weekend out of it. So we did. Had an absolutely amazing time. It took about 3 hours to drive up there, which I think that wasn't too bad. It could have taken between 2.5 and 3.5 hours. So 3 hours, fine. Did a hell of a lot of walking. Ate some really nice food. And then, yeah, Sunday night was the actual show. And it was absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. Saw some quite big superstars. So when we went 12 years ago, obviously it was 12 years ago, I was hoping to see Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes. We saw them 12 years ago, so they're the only ones really that are still in the company that we could potentially see, and we did. We saw both of them, and I screamed like a little girl. I may be flashing up some pictures of the show while I am talking. There is videos. I took quite a few videos, and one of them is when Randy came out and his song is blasting and I am screaming. I am scream singing, so I will not put that in here because nobody needs to listen to that. But it was such a good time. Such a good time. So hopefully when they will do some more shows next year, we will hopefully go back because it was just a really good show. We like the heels, we like the bad guys, we like the villains, so everyone's there booing the villains, and me and Dara, I'm just like, yeah, because I love the villains. It's the bad guys. So yeah, we got a couple of looks from like some kids and that because we were cheering the bad guys, but it's like, oh, okay. So yeah, it was a really good time. We will be going back. And then yeah, I was supposed to do make meetup with the girls a couple of weeks ago, but Daryl had to work, which meant I had to stay here with the dogs, which was fine because me and Nat had a stitchy day. Planning another make meetup soon. I don't know the date, then nothing has been planned yet. It will probably be sometime in November. So yes, next weekend Dara and I are away again. We aren't going as far away as Cardiff. We're just going to Marwell Zoo, has a hotel next to it, so we're going to Marwell Hotel for a couple of nights, just a couple of nights away, just me and him, and we've brought annual passes to go into the zoo, so we're potentially going to the zoo both days, the weekends, because we do love that zoo. So probably no stitching next weekend, and yeah, that's pretty much what has been happening. Work is absolutely manic. Our junior left, so workload has just shot up. So January is going to be busy, but it's fine. We will manage it. We will work and we will manage it, and I will still try and make time to get my stitching in. For me, for myself, I need that. So that is the plan. That is what we are doing. So I think that is me done for this video. It's been absolute chaos this morning, but she has finally gone to sleep, which means I am going to clear up the mess that I've made and make a start on my mini Once Upon a Time. So I hope you are all getting in that stitchy time, keeping safe and well, and I will hopefully see you probably in about a month. I would like to do it a bit sooner, but it depends on when I have some free time and how much stitching I get done. So happy stitching, and I will see you all later. Bye.